Book 1, Chapter 1, The Dinner Date. The thing about first dates is that they're supposed to be easy, light, fun, and full of effortless charm. But, of course, nothing about Mike ever goes the easy route. He was waiting at the table when I arrived, a bottle of wine already open, and his face lit up like he'd just discovered fire. "Hey, Lexi," he said, standing too quickly and almost knocking over his chair. "Smooth," I teased, sliding into my seat. Mike laughed, brushing imaginary dust off his shirt. "First impressions, right?" The appetizer analysis as the waiter handed us the menus, I expected a quick glance and an easy decision, maybe a shared plate of calamari or bruschetta. Instead, Mike leaned in like he was deciphering the Da Vinci Code. "What are you thinking?" I asked, trying to speed him along. "Well, the shrimp cocktail is classic, but the spinach dip is versatile. And the calamari has rave reviews, but it's fried, so..." He trailed off, tapping the menu with his pen. "Mike, are you taking notes?" "I like to be thorough." I raised an eyebrow. "It's an appetizer, not a life decision." He grinned. "Controlled madness. Lexi, that's how you win at life. And dinner." The main course conundrum by the time we ordered our entrees, I was starting to wonder if he planned to Yelp review every bite. "So, the salmon is grilled, which is healthy," Mike said, eyeing the waiter. "But the steak is classic, and I don't know if the garlic butter sauce is too much." "Mike." He looked up, startled. "Yeah." I leaned forward, resting my chin in my hand. "Just pick something." "Right." He glanced back at the menu. "I'll go with the salmon," I interrupted, handing my menu to the waiter. Mike blinked. "You're decisive." "And starving." The rambling rules. Once the food arrived, Mike launched into what I later learned was one of his favorite quirks, over-explaining everything. "So, I have this theory about first dates," he began, cutting into his salmon. I took a sip of my wine. "Oh, this should be good. Rule number 1, no talking about exes. Rule number 2, always split dessert. Rule number 3, Mike." "Yeah." I leaned forward, giving him a sly smile. "Just shut up and do me a favor. Eat your food before it gets cold." The walk home after dinner, Mike offered to walk me home. It was a quiet night, the streets lit with a golden glow from the streetlights. "Okay," he said, slipping his hands into his pockets. "Real talk. How was the date?" I smirked, pausing on the corner near my building. "Honestly, a little chaotic." "Controlled chaos," he corrected with a wink. "But fun?" "Fun," I agreed, stepping closer. "Enough for a second date." He grinned. "Good, because I was going to suggest dessert. Rule number 2, remember?" I laughed, shaking my head. "Mike, just shut up and do me a favor. Let's skip dessert and see where this goes." He blinked, surprised, then smiled as he leaned in. "Deal." Love is finding humor in chaos, letting go of the rules, and realizing that sometimes the best moments are the ones you don't plan. End of chapter.